There are two methods for applying undercoating to the vehicles. The first method we're going to show you is the solvent-based product in a 40-ounce container. First thing you want to do is shake the product before use. The product should be stored in a warm area away from outside walls. The application equipment is the siphon type gun. Should be equipped with a regulator because you're going to be spraying at 50 to 70 psi. Shake the product, remove the lid, attach the gun, hook it up to your air supply. Components of the vehicle that we do not spray with undercoating, of course, is number one, we do not spray any of the brake components, the calipers, the backing plates, the rotors. Keep the undercoating off of these. Of course, that's going to help keep it off the wheels. Transfer cases, the engine, the oil pan, the short drive shafts on four-wheel drives, we do not spray. The catalytic converter or any part of the exhaust is not sprayed with undercoating. The entire exhaust system is not sprayed with undercoating. Any of the pipes, any of the mufflers, any of the catalytic converters are not sprayed. Transfer cases are not sprayed, as well as the exhaust and the drive shafts. Drive shafts are balanced. If you spray too much undercoating on a drive shaft, it will put it out of balance and give the vehicle a vibration. Plastic fuel tanks, it is not necessary to spray the plastic fuel tanks. However, we will apply undercoating to the straps that hold it into place. Rear differentials are not sprayed. Differentials need to dissipate heat. Therefore, we do not spray it because undercoating is an insulator and it will trap the heat. Do not spray the differentials. Before beginning to spray the undercoating, it will be necessary to lower the spare tire so that you can spray the body above it. To begin spraying out of the bottle, adjust your air pressure to approximately 50 to 70 psi. Hold the gun at approximately arm's length, 6 to 8 inches from the vehicle, and begin spraying. Ensure complete and even coverage. The product is not to be extremely thick, just a nice thin even coating is all that is required. You'll want to spray in several different directions, from the sides, front to rear, to ensure that no areas are missed. It will take approximately 1 bottle of undercoating per average size vehicle to complete the job. One area that needs to be undercoated is earlier we used the rust proofing up in the upper side of the box, side box. Now we're going to undercoat the lower side. Approximately 1 foot up from the bottom is what needs to be undercoated. A small amount of overspray on the heat shield should not cause a concern. Just do not spray the heat shield directly. Ensure complete coverage of the entire sheet metal bottom of the vehicle, including the cab corners. Generally, it's advisable not to squeeze the trigger and hold it down. Just do short bursts. That way you won't use excessive product. The alternative method for applying undercoating is using the water-based undercoating out of the 55-gallon drum. We will utilize an airless spray system to apply this undercoating. This airless spray system is a 15-to-1 pump, so that the only thing that comes out of the gun is product itself. It does not get mixed with air. Once the pump is assembled, attach your air supply. We're going to run approximately 50 psi of inlet air pressure. That is adjusted using the regulator to get the proper pressure. The system should come with a drum lid to ensure that no water evaporates out of the product. Always ensure that this is in place and that no water or contaminants get down into the product. On the gun itself, it's very simple to use. When you're ready to spray, you just squeeze the trigger once you're pointing it at the vehicle. On an airless spray system, never point the gun at your skin or any part of your body and pull the trigger as it's under high pressure, and this will inject the undercoating under your skin. These guns come equipped with a reversa tip. This tip has a number designation to tell you how wide and how big the spray pattern is. We recommend a 319 or a 321 spray tip. This is what's called a reversa tip. When the arrow is pointing away from you, you are spraying a nice wide pattern. If the gun should ever clog, you reverse the tip so that the arrow is pointing towards you, and that will clear any clogs from the gun. At the end of the day, you want to remove the tip, clean it out with warm water, and replace it into the gun for next day's use. To begin spraying, keep the nozzle approximately 6 to 8, about a maximum of 12 inches from the vehicle. Squeeze the trigger and begin spraying. What you'll notice, the difference from this method to the can method, is this will be a lot faster and a lot more product will be coming out of the nozzle versus the siphon method. So it won't be necessary to go over the same area multiple times. In fact, if you go over the same area multiple times, you will use excessive product. Again, we're going to use the same method. We're not going to squeeze the trigger and just hold it down. We're going to spray in short bursts so we don't use excessive product. When spraying the water-based, it's imperative that the vehicle's skin temperature be close to room temperature, above 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and that the vehicle's body is dry with no dripping moisture. Being this is a water-based product, it has to be warm and the vehicle needs to be dry. In the winter months, this product will need to be 100% dry before the vehicle can be exposed to freezing temperatures. Dry time will depend on temperature and humidity, but it's generally about 1 to 1.5 hours.